Are the Chase Hyatt credit cards still worth it in 2025? Let's take an objective look at these cards and see if they're the right fit for your credit card setup. Recently, hotel credit cards have been some of the best credit cards on the market, and since Hyatt is the best hotel program, I'm pretty excited about this one. There's a personal version of this card and there's a business version of this card, and they do pair well together, which we'll go over later on in this video. So let's take a look at the value that you get from the main benefits, the sign-up bonus, and I'll tell you whether or not I think these cards are worth it and whether or not you should have these cards. Round 1, main benefits versus the annual fee. For the personal version of this card, you get a free category 4 night every year having this card, and you can get an additional free category 4 night after spending $15,000 in a calendar year. You also get complimentary Discover status, which gets you things like late checkout, free room upgrades, not going to be suite upgrades, just like a preferred room upgrade. You also get bottled water and you get early check-in sometimes on request. What's really cool about this card too is that you get qualifying 5 free nights every year just for having the card. So whenever the year is over, it resets back to 5 instead of 0. So if you're working towards globalist status, instead of 60 nights, you would only need 55 nights, which is still a lot, but hey, it's still a little boost that does add up. You also get 2 qualifying nights for every $5,000 that you spend on this card, which is actually worse than the business version, but we'll go over that part later. You get 9 times points on all Hyatt stays. You get 2 times points in dining, airline tickets, gym memberships, and local transit, and 1 times points for everything else, which is pretty nice. You also get all of these protections right here, my favorite being trip cancellation insurance and a primary auto rental collision damage waiver, which is going to be primary car insurance, which is very helpful whenever you get like a rental car out in somewhere like Hawaii or in like New York or something. It's going to be a very great benefit that's going to save you a lot of money. Now the annual fee for the personal card is going to be $95. Well, let's take a look at how we can beat that $95 annual fee. If you can manage to spend $15,000 on this card, well, you would get 2 category 4 nights. And I think that's pretty worth it because those category 4 nights can be worth anywhere from $300 to $350 if you find some really nice properties. Category 4 here in the States aren't really great, but whenever you look in somewhere like Thailand or Vietnam or Japan, man, category 4 takes you a long way. For example, here is the Hyatt Regency in Tokyo Bay, which is actually a category 3 hotel that averages around $342 a night. If you were to get 2 of these, that would be $684 a night, which is way higher than that $95 annual fee right there. Or look at this property. It's called the Hyatt Regency in Yokohama. It's also category 3, but it is a beautiful property. If you look at the pictures, they look absolutely amazing. And each of these nights would cost you $286, which is equally as amazing. If you can get 2 of them, you can profit even more. So my tip here is to find category 4 hotels in Asia, because that's where you're going to get the most benefit out of this free night certificate. Some of the category 4s in Asia are literally better than the category 7s or 8s that you can find here in the States. And I can vouch for that. I've stayed at some of these properties. They are amazing for a fraction of the price. Now, the business version of this card is admittedly not the best card. It has a $199 annual fee, and definitely the main benefits don't cover that annual fee. The reason for this is that it doesn't come with any free nights. Instead, it comes with a $100 Hyatt voucher spread biannually, $50 from January to June, $50 again from July to December that you can use on your Hyatt stays. You also get a very interesting Hyatt Leverage membership, which gets you 15% off of any Hyatt stay whenever you connect your business to the account. It's pretty simple. All you need is your name, your email, and you can just sign up for the account, and then you get a 50% discount code on all Hyatt stays. This is pretty cool, but for me personally, I don't really ever use cash to book Hyatt stays. I always use points because the point redemption rates are just amazing. But if you are someone that uses cash a lot, this could be pretty useful. So to sign up for the Hyatt Leverage program, you don't even need an EIN or tax ID number. All you really need is your name and your email, and you can sign up for this as long as you have the business version of this card. You also get a 10% redemption bonus on all redemptions that you've made in the year, as long as you spend $50,000 on the card. For example, let's say you spent $100,000 this year on just redemption rates on hotel stays, and you managed to spend $50,000 on the card. That means you would get 10,000 points back for the year. These benefits to me do not justify the annual fee by any means. $199 for these 3 benefits are not going to be worth it in my opinion. Now the multipliers are the same. You get 9 times points on Hyatt stays. Well, that 2 times points category is actually for 3 different categories. Basically everything that you see here, a lot of business things, dining, I think, and like advertising, stuff like that. You get 1 times points on everything else, just like the personal card. So I guess the point multipliers are a little better, but still, it doesn't justify the $199 annual fee. Now, the biggest difference here is that qualifying nights are cheaper with the business card, and that is going to be one of the main reasons to get this card. For every 10,000 spend you get with the business card, you get 5 qualifying nights that goes towards your status. Basically, every $2,000 you spend, you get 1 qualifying night. This is going to be a really great card to help you get there. Yes, I know that means that you probably have to spend $110,000 on a card to get Globalist, but there are different methods that I will tell you about that can get you kind of speed run you to Explorers or Globalist status. Especially since the personal version gives you automatically 5 free nights, it's going to be a little bit easier to hit Explorers or Globalist status. So getting to Explorer status would actually only take 25 more nights, which I think is definitely possible. You would have to stay maybe 5 or 10 times and spend around $20,000 on the card. I think that's actually a really reasonable way to get to Explorer status. So if you're really serious about trying to get Hyatt status, I think the business card is great, and that's the only way to justify it. There's actually one more reason, and that's going to be with the sign-up bonus, which we'll go over in the next section right now. Round 2, the sign-up bonuses. Now, the sign-up bonuses are essentially the same thing, except the personal version is a little worse. For the personal version, you get 30,000 Hyatt points after spending $3,000 in your first 3 months of having the card, and then you can earn an additional 30,000 points after you spend $15,000 in your first 6 months of having the card. Basically, if you spend $15,000 in your first 6 months, you get 60,000 Hyatt points. Now for the business version, you get 60,000 Hyatt points after you spend $5,000 in your first 3 months. Pretty simple, easy, and effective. If you manage to hit both of these sign-up bonuses in a single year, that would be $20,000 in spend. You would get 120,000 Hyatt points and 11 qualifying nights, which is pretty amazing. This will greatly help you get to Explorers or Globalist status if you're really trying hard for that. Now the question is, what are these 120,000 Hyatt points worth? Well, let's take a look at some examples and see the value that we can get. Here's one of my favorite hotels of all time. This is a beautiful property. It's the Park Hyatt in New York. That's going to cost you 45,000 Hyatt points per night. Now each night generally goes for $1,000 to $1,600 per night, and that means it is a very luxurious hotel, and I can vouch for that. The rooms there, the standard room there is like almost like a suite basically. And the pool on the top is beautiful. It has like this 360 view of Manhattan. One of my favorite properties of all time. It's totally worth it. After hitting the sign-up bonuses with that $20,000 spend, you would most likely have anywhere from 135,000 to 140,000 points, which means that you can book 3 of these nights. So essentially 3 of these nights would cost anywhere from $3,000 all the way up to $4,800 in value. And that's why these sign-up bonuses are so broken. Yes, the business card might not be great for its main benefits, but for the sign-up bonus, it's 100% going to be a great offer because you can just get the sign-up bonus for the year, get your redemption rates with that 60,000 points, and just cancel the card afterwards. Yes, it's going to cost you $199, but you get 60,000 points that can give you a $1,600 room. Now, the reason I love the business card is because you can actually get the sign-up bonus multiple times. Every 24 months or every 2 years, you can get that sign-up bonus. So get the card, use the benefits of that 60,000 points, cancel it, wait another year, and get the sign-up bonus again. So it's really easy to churn these sign-up bonuses. So my tip here, if you're someone that doesn't really care about hotel status, or it's just too much work for you to get the Explorers or Globalist status, get the card simply for the sign-up bonus. Get the value from the sign-up bonus, get some like $2,000 worth of hotel stays, and just cancel the card after you're done with it because it's definitely not worth keeping for the main benefits that you have there. So I'll make sure to put my referral link down in the top comment of this video if you're interested in getting that 60,000 points for the business version of this card. So are these cards worth keeping in your wallet? For the personal version, 100%. This card comes with 2 category 4 nights. You net positive like anywhere from $500 to $600 every year for having this card. Yes, the annual fee is $95, but those 2 category free nights can literally get you like $500 to $600 in value. So I think it's totally worth it. As for the business, yes, it's definitely not a keeper card, but if you want to churn that sign-up bonus every 2 years, I think it's a great option to have in your wallet just for that sign-up bonus because 60,000 Hyatt points is a lot and it's pretty easy to hit that sign-up bonus. Now, if you're someone that's really serious about getting Explorers or Globalist status this year, then I think the business card is kind of a must because it just kind of speed runs the way to Explorers or Globalist status. See, for every $10,000 you spend, you get 5 qualifying nights. And for Explorer status, you need 30. For Globalist, you need 60. That means for Explorer status, all we would need to do is spend $40,000 on the card, which I know is kind of a lot, but we already have 11 free nights from the sign-up bonus from the personal card, so then that would get you to 30 nights to get Explorer status. For Globalist, you would need 30 more nights, which would cost you $60,000 in additional spend, which I feel like is not viable for most people. And even for me, there's no way I'm going to be spending $100,000 on this card for Globalist status. But the way to get the status is something called a mattress run. Basically, you just book a hotel. You don't plan to stay there. You just simply check in. You could check out on the mobile app, but you just book a super cheap hotel and you book it for, let's say, 20 nights. And that would cost you 100,000 Hyatt points, for example. Then 20 nights would then be added to your qualifying night stay. And this is something that you can totally do. For example, let's say I booked a category 1 hotel that cost me 5,000 points per night for 10 nights. That would cost me 50,000 Hyatt points. And let's say I paired that with $40,000 in spend. That would give me 30 qualifying nights right there, and therefore I'd be an Explorers with that strategy. Or if you can't spend $40,000, you can do 20 nights for 100,000 points and spend $20,000, and that would get you Explorers as well. And that's exactly how I got into Explorer status this year. I just did a mattress run and I spent around $20,000 on the card. That literally gave me around 30 or 35 free nights, something like that. Now, I plan on spending around $10,000 more on this card, and I'm gonna do a mattress run in Texas because I'm gonna be visiting Texas sometime this year. I found some really cheap properties, I think for 4,000 to 5,000 points per night, and I'm gonna book 20 nights with that to get to global status. So I think I have 35 qualifying nights right now, so I need 25 more in order to get to 60. So that would be my method on how I get to global status this year. Hopefully it works out. Hopefully all those the 20 nights actually populate into my account. I'll definitely report to you guys if it works out. Now, the reason I want global status so much is because, one, I love Hyatt. I will stay at any Hyatt property that I could possibly stay at. 2, global status gets you suite upgrades, and it would be literally amazing if I can get suite upgrades complimentary. Those nights are ultra expensive, so I'm really trying to get those suite upgrades for free. And you get lounge access, which gives you like things like free breakfast. Especially when I go to Japan this year, I really want global status because I hear that breakfast buffets in Japan are just like amazing. So yeah, if you're serious about getting global status, use the business card to spend all your money on, because then you can get more qualifying nights for a lot cheaper. You could also do a mattress run, which is great too if you have extra Chase points, for example, because Chase transfers to Hyatt. I, for example, hit the 200,000 Chase Reserve Sapphire Reserve business card bonus, and so I'm going to use 100,000 of those points to get to global status, basically. But if you're not really in it for the status, just cancel the card after you use your 60,000 points from the sign-up bonus, because it's not beneficial to have this card for more than 2 years. But the personal card, always try to hit that 15,000 in spend and try to get those 2 category 4 nights. It is going to be a really great benefit. It's probably like half a vacation. So yeah, that is it for the video. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know what you guys think about these cards. I would love to have a discussion about these cards down in the comments below. And yeah, if you enjoyed this video, if you learned a lot, feel free to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next one. Woo!